You might always wonder why I'm here to talk to you about sports. It's because I love them. Played D3, kickball, and foursquare at Northwest Southwest Directional University. Anyway, I'm here today to talk to you about what we always talk about, sports, right? My man, Robbie Ross, is a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. He's a chubby little guy, kind of hangs out in the bullpen, pitches and stuff. Talk about Justin Upton, Yonder Alonso, baseball. That's what they have in common. Different teams. Yonder, J-Up, they play for the Padres. That's right, the Swinging Friars. That's right, if you play for them, you're probably drunk like Friar Tuck in a certain movie, you know what I'm talking about. That's right, Robin Hood, tights. Anyway, so Robbie Ross. You ever notice that in baseball you can get away with a lot of things? Like a lot of guys are super athletic. Do you ever know, like pitchers, third basemen, sometimes third baseman, mostly first baseman, definitely pitchers. Sometimes they're real pudgy. Well, athleticism takes place in, you can be fat and be very quick in a short amount of space. First base, you're not going to be moving that drastically. Pitcher, man, velocity, run to first, run to third, run behind home plate. That's all you got to do. Well, Robbie put his running display on a Friday night. Woo! He was in the bullpen, hanging out, you know, in Fenway. Fenway's got a short right porch, and the bullpen just backs up right into it. Well, there's a home run ball, and chunky old Robbie Ross looks up, and he's like, I'm going to catch that. Shows why he's not an outfielder. He goes, taking off, going for this home run ball, looking up, not looking down, and he trips over the bullpen rubber and goes, boom, 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 eats it. Chunky Robbie Ross like, hey, you can't play that one off, man. You in the bullpen, everybody ragging that. Probably have fans out in Fenway like, you need a beer, Robbie? You gonna be okay, Robbie? Well, Terry Francona ain't there no more, so you can't have no fried chicken and beer in the dugout or in the bullpen. Their coach got lymphoma too. Last week we talked about Flip. Now we gotta talk about their coach having lymphoma. There you go. I mean, I do wish him the best. I'm just not a Red Sox fan, you heard me? Like I said, Justin Upton, Yonder Alonso. Aside from playing for the crappy-ass Padres, you kind of have crappy-ass days. You ever have one of those days where you show up to work and, like, nothing goes right? Like, I mean, hell, even the day at home, like, you walk in, your wife like, sun crapped on the floor, it's only 5 a.m. You're like, it's going to be a long day. You get to work, there's like 90 different things to do. You screwed up half of all of them yesterday. Now you got to take care of them today. Everybody crap on your plate. Well, with the go-ahead run on second base, Justin Upton, he was him. Second base, right back here, right behind me. Nobody got to second when I was pitching at Northwest Southwest Directional University. Kickball, you heard me? Nobody. No, couldn't touch this. Anyway, so J-Up, he's, you know, you're like, oh, I'm going to steal second. And then halfway there, you're like, oh, it's not a good idea. So he tried to turn around, gets caught in the rundown. Well, he just so happened to be the go-ahead run for them in the 9th inning. And so Justin Upton is caught in the rundown. And everybody has these moments in the dugout, like they want to throw the helmet. They either do or they don't. Well, I think Justin tried to throw it, and then he thought better of it. And then it got hung on his hand, and it flew back behind him and hit Yonder like right about here. Not with the back, but with that bill, just right above the right brow. Yonder's pissed, throwing gum everywhere, cursing. But you know, baseball players, they're a very culturally eclectic group. So Justin, you know, he apologized. They squashed the beef. There really was no beef. He just didn't mean to do it. But he hit me in the face with a helmet. I'm gonna be pissed off for a couple of days. Well, they scratched Yonder from the lineup the next day, and guess what Yonder showed up in? He's a first baseman. Showed up in full catcher's gear to sit in the dugout that day. Gotta give it to him, man. Get hit in the face, squash the beef. Justin just like, I'm sorry, bruh. He's like, it's okay. Side note, Justin Upton has a brother named Melvin Upton Jr. You probably know him as BJ. Well, he changed his name hoping to have some Giancarlo Stanton, because when Mike Stanton came to the league, he was Mike Stanton, didn't hit so well. Giancarlo Stanton came in, same player, started tearing it up. All right, Melvin Upton Jr. not having the same amount of luck, but let's go into this. BJ, what does that stand for besides blowjob? Well, for Melvin Upton, it stood for Boss Man Jr. That's lofty expectations. His dad was named Boss Man. They nicknamed him Boss Man Jr. So, Melvin Upton Jr., not quite getting it done. Justin, he's having a year, you know, as well as you can with the Padres. Anywho, We're going to move on to some stuff and some things. We're going to move on to the football because we've been here. We on a diamond. We on a diamond. We're going to transition to football. It's coming. It's going. Your boy James Harrison, what do you know about him? He went to Kent State as a walk-on. Walked on. I didn't walk on to D3 Northwest Directional University. They chose me. It's Northwest Southwest Directional University. They chose me to come throw that kickball for them, play a little dodgeball and four square on the side. Neither here nor there. I do hold a couple of records, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, James Harrison was a walk-on. He had to, went undrafted, an undrafted free agent, right, in the NFL, in the National Football League, undrafted free agent, had to play a year in NFL year, played for the Ravens in the preseason, got cut, went to the nemesis, that's right, the Pittsburgh Steelers, or Steelers, you know, black and yellow was Khalifa, the Steelers, right? You heard me? Not to be confused with the purple and yellow, the Kobe Bryants. All right, so James Harrison walked on, quintessentially again with the Steelers, made a great career of it. What was it, like he had a pick in a Super Bowl versus the Cardinals, I think, for what, 100 some odd plus yards, if not 80 or 90 for a touchdown? That's pretty damn good, right? Well, his little kids got participation trophies for a man who walked on to college, made a name for himself, went undrafted, and then walked on for the Steelers and made a big name for himself. 37-year-old in a battle with Jarvis Jones for his life for that linebacking spot this year. His kids got participation trophies. He said, I love you boys. I'm always going to support you. But you didn't earn no trophies just for participating. We're going to mail them back. He sent them right back. He said, for shame. Y'all trying to tell my kids they're good at something when they obviously weren't too good if they're just getting trophy participation. Number one, trophies. They for winners. They for second place finishes. But they remember, if you finish second, you're not good. You're just the first loser. You finish third, that means you got bronze, homie. In the Olympics, you get bronze for third place finish. You know what I'm saying? And that just means you're the second loser before everybody else couldn't finish. So, the only time it's okay to be 1, 2, 3 is when you're guessing at horse races. So, 1, 2, 3, when you get it right, you make a lot of money. But not 1, 2, 3 when you're actually competing. So, squash that. James, mad props. That's how I'm going to raise my kid. Probably how the dude behind the camera going to raise his kids. Like, participation trophy, little dude. Let me see this. You participated in something, man? I'm going to show him that kickball pitching right there. Just, get it out of here. Anyway. It's amusing. I can't stop laughing because guess what I heard today and yesterday? The NFC East. Not Tony Romo. Tony Romo, he is not the source, the butt of jokes this year. It's just, will his back hold up? The Eagles, they got their own situation. Will it be Sam Bradford and his Pope-blessed ACL? Will it be Tim Tebow and his the holy man with the unholy throwing motion? Will it be Mark Sanchez, who once got caught in a New York hotel with the underage girl that he met in the club? I mean, she was 17, but in New York, that's not legal. But she was in the 21 and up club, so Mark was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'll take it to my hotel room and let me smang it, girl. Let me smash it and bang it. That's a song from somewhere. I can't remember. But anyway, and then there's Matt Barkley, that kid from that other quarterback from USC that's just like, he's collecting paychecks. He's in there every year just kind of like throwing a preseason pass or two like, I'll collect that NFL paycheck. I'm cool. But the other two teams, that's right, the Giants. You know the Giants. Eli Manning. This joke writes itself. Like, I don't even need a punchline. Eli Manning just came out and said, I think I should be the highest paid player in the NFL. You do, Eli? You got two older, you're the third, you're the youngest. You got two older brothers. You got Cooper, who don't even play football, but they say he's the best athlete. Then you got Peyton, who's going to go down as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and he only has 1 Super Bowl ring. You have 2, and you are not even the best athlete in your family. Don't ask for more money. Don't ask for more money, honey. You ain't good enough. I think I should be the highest paid man in the NFL. Look at his face. Look at this sourpuss's face. The joke, like, I don't even need to finish a punchline right there. It's there. This guy, the Redskins, they always assure that Robert Griffin III is just like, here you go, Robert, you're starting quarterback. Kirk Cousins, Colt McCoy, psh, they don't, nah. They don't matter. Don't matter. So Robert Griffin III says, yesterday he said, I'm the best quarterback in the NFL. Today he kind of backtracked. kind of backtracked and was like, I think I should be. No, Robert. You're not dealing with reality right now. You are not. Look at this. Look at this knee brace. Look at this ankle. No! Look at the gap in his front teeth. He not Michael Strahan. He not Michael Strahan. Hall of Fame Michael Strahan with the big old beautiful gap in his teeth. No, he just RG3 who couldn't even throw that ball through his own gap tooth. Alright, you ain't good. You ain't gonna be great until you deal with reality and accept that the only reason is that your owner is like, I'm not racist, I've got a black quarterback, and I'm not going to change my team name because the black quarterback's starting. That's how that goes in Washington. That's why he's there. I mean, I hate to sound rude, racist, anything of the sort, because we don't play that here at Terry's Way. We're equal opportunity haters. I hate on white people. I hate on everybody else. Okay, everybody. I don't give no. You heard me? All right, so here we go. We're going to cut down to the last part. This is the real gossip. My cameraman's favorite person in the world, Matt Barnes, right? Matt Barnes is one thirsty MFer because he said he dating Rihanna. He said, we testing out the waters, we testing out the friendship. And Rihanna's like, never heard of him. I'm hurt by these comments. Oh, we're testing out the waters. You ugly dude. You look like Rico Suave 20 years past his prime. You look like an old Cuban handbag, fool. Like, it's ugly. It is not pretty. You ugly. And look at Rihanna. Like, I found a picture that kind of says it all. I mean, look at it right there with that middle finger out. She like, nope, Matt, no. But she kind of says it Barbadian. I can't really not. Like, no, Matt, I can't do it with a Barbadian accent well. But she like, no, Matt, you look like Rico Suave 20 years past his prime. Look like one of them, when them kids come up in Chinatown in Houston try to sell you a bag. Oh, look, honey, it's so real nice. No, so leather's all wrinkly, like Matt Barnes' face. His face. Right, last thing I'm gonna leave you with. So, Mia Khalifa, she's a very popular porn star right now. She's a big Florida State fan, as per like the Florida State Seminole spear on her arm. Well, turns out like I think the kid's name is Duke. It's Duke something. He plays safety for the Bills. I mean, like I'm supposed to know his name when they can't even get a quarterback to start for him. There's a quarterback battle up there. But Mia Khalifa, right? She's making a name for herself as a Lebanese porn star. And this dude, Duke, plays safety for the Bills. Like, commend him for being like a pro athlete. But he DMs her. Nothing egregious, nothing like, hey girl, when you go suck my meat? No, he's just a big fan. He's like, hey Mia. Hey, you in Vegas? Oh, I see you in Florida. What you doing? Well, she then writes like, yeah, I'm in Florida with my boyfriend who's got that game. And then she tweets out, just a warning, anybody who DMs me, any boy who's that thirsty who DMs me is going to get put on blast on my Tweezy. And I'm like, really? Like, because that wasn't that, I mean, it was thirsty, but you made it like, it'd be worse if he was like, girl, when you gonna get up on these nuts? When you gonna come get this man meat? When you gonna come get this black stallion? Like something like that. Like that would be extra thirsty. He was just like a shy 13-year-old like trying to be like, can I meet you? Where you at? You're my favorite. Just want you to know. Can we meet? That's all it was. But you're gonna put him on blast probably because he plays in the NFL and you know he got that money. But bitch better have my money, you know what I'm saying? So Justin Upton, Yonder Alonso, don't throw helmets or wear catcher's gear. Robbie Ross, chunky guy, don't go running for home run balls in the bullpen. James Harrison, golf clap, golf clap. No participation trophies in my household either, sir. The joke just writes itself, Eli. Like, you're the youngest with 2 Super Bowl rings, and you're still not the best athlete in your family, and one of your brothers never even played a down of college football. Like, what don't you get? You don't deserve that. And then the gap-toothed wonder with a broken ankle and a broken knee. You remember when he was the hottest thing under the sun, and then Mike Shanahan was like, I heard it's partially torn and dislocated. Just run it into the ground. Yeah, well, that happened. Seahawks broke him. He ain't been right. The gap's been right because it's still there, but he ain't been right since. So anyways, it's Terry's Way, 787 Live. I'm with a tip-top, tank-top brother. Sweating it out, 108 degrees. They promised us some rain. This ain't no Shawshank. It ain't come yet. It ain't come. I ain't seen it. Ain't no Andy Dufresne. I ain't gonna walk out of here off this field and it's gonna pour down rain. So remember, if your kid goes off to play kickball, whether it be D3, D2, D1, just know he ain't breaking my records.